Let's cross to documentary filmmaker Paul Moreira. You've written about France's working class suburbs. Thanks for being with us here on France 24.
My pleasure.
Is this one bad apple amplified in the age of social media by the fact that this incident was filmed? Or is there a problem with impunity in France's police?
I think there's a huge problem of training of the French police. I mean, it's obviously you have the right to kill on your hip, and you can use it quite freely according to this new law. I mean, people were not aware until this event that actually since 2017 the rules had been more lax for police, and they could use their weapons as soon as someone in a car would refuse to stop. But I mean, I think there has been a bavure, as we say in French. I don't know what would be the word in English, but like shooting without legitimacy in France, in those working class neighborhoods for quite a long time now, especially on young Arabic kids, and it has triggered repeatedly riots like this one. We all remember 2005. Like was almost 20 years ago now, but I don't know if it's going to unfold like the same today. I hope not, because it was 2 months of solid rioting in all the ghettos of France, and of course it's a symptom of deeper and wider problems, discrimination and a bad relationship between the kids and the police. So what's at stakes here? It's much more broad than just what happened yesterday.
I want to get back to your initial point, Paul, because we have a much more militarized approach to keeping the peace in France. Everybody saw how violent the crackdown was at times on protesters against pension reform. France, where the police do carry weapons, unlike Britain, but they seem to have less training than in other countries.
Yeah, at least in when we talk about law enforcement in terms of crowd control, that's what I've been working on deeply in the last 3 years. I've done two documentaries that were broadcast on Arte lately and still online. Obviously, those weapons, what are called the sublethal weapons, the LBD, plastic bullet weapons, have been given discretion leave to French police, and they obviously don't exactly know how to use them because they have repeatedly shot at people's heads, knowing that it's totally illegal. During the Yellow Vest riot demonstrations, you had 32 people who lost an eye through those sublethal weapons. So, but that's for sublethal. We used for crowd control. In the suburbs, we're talking about real weapons, live ammunition weapons, and that's quite another story. And basically, nothing justifies the use of live ammunition on this kid. According to what we see on the video, it's quite clear. It was the policeman was on the side. He probably was tense because the kid refused to open the window, tried to crash the window would not open, and after a while, it just shot when the kid was running away, probably scared. Then after, I mean, I feel a bit of shame for some of my colleagues who have carelessly said that the kid was a criminal, that it was known for drug trafficking, armed robbery, and whatnot. All of it was untrue. what is really shocking, I think, for the population of those neighborhoods is that right away there was a narrative of trying to charge to make him look as dark as possible, whereas it seems to be a kid that was silly enough to rent a car. The car was not stolen without having the right license, and he was having fun driving a car without a license, which is not right and should not be done, but does not deserve to get a bullet through your head.
Paul Moreira, many thanks for joining us. We're going to continue, obviously, to follow what with suburbs like Nanterre on edge for a second night.